Now we will see today the heating effect of electric current. Now you all know that all the electrical gadgets which work on electricity, once they are switched on, after some time they get heated when used. For example, the electric bulb gets heated. The fan, after some time you can touch and see it has become hot. Then there are certain devices which work on this principle of heating, that is the iron when we iron our clothes, the heating rod, what you can see down the fourth figure, that is of a heating coil. Okay, so when electricity is passed through this coil, it gets heated, and if this is dipped in water, the water gets heated. So like this, water heating rods are made. So what have you come to know? That all electric gadgets, when switched on and when they are working, after some time they get hot. That means when electricity is passed through anything, through any conductor, through any device, then that device becomes hot. Now let us see why this happens. Now whenever current flows through any conductor, it has to fight the resistance offered by the conductor. So while fighting this resistance, some energy of the flowing electrons is lost, and this lost energy, the energy which they are losing, is converted into heat energy and dissipated as heat. So whatever energy is lost in fighting the resistance, that energy ultimately gets converted into heat and it is lost. So in this process, the electrical components get heated. So this is known as the heating effect of electric current. Whenever current passes through any conductor, that conductor becomes hot. And why it becomes hot? Because it is offering resistance to the flow of electrons. So in that process, the energy lost by the electrons is converted into heat energy. Now let us study this mathematically. Now we know that when current flows, work is done. Work is done in moving a point charge from one point to another, and work done can be expressed as V into Q. W is the work done, V is the potential difference, and Q is the charge which is moving from one point to another. So W, that is work done, is equal to V into Q. Now power, we know power is work upon time. So that is equal to VQ upon T. It can be written as V multiplied by Q upon T. Now what is Q upon T? By definition, what is current? Current is the charge flowing per unit time. So Q upon T is charge upon time, so that is I. So we can write P is equal to VI. Now suppose we are considering this charge flowing for T seconds, then P becomes equal to VIT. That is, the power is equal to the potential difference multiplied by the current that is flowing through multiplied by the time for which the current is flowing, that is the duration for which the current is flowing.